the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun is Minshew. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Ready. 60 out now. Hey. I got him. 50.
Now a carry from Mack. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. Connection made with Shenault. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Minshew. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. the ground. This is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On the carry.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi.
Punt formation.
This will be taken at the 13. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a run with Mack. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Mack. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Maurice Hurst on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3. Titans nothing.
2nd and 9. Minshew sets to throw. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And the Titans first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right, took it straight into the backfield, and made the tackle for a loss.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down, Tennessee.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete. Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And right side, Henry's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Titans have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Titans 7, Jaguars 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Minshew. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
That is caught at the 7. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. It'll be Minshew again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second and goal, Minshew, and it's caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Intended for Dalton Keene. Incomplete. It's now 4th.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll throw now on the final play. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Hopkins. As time expires in the first half. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down, Tennessee.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Field, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st down, Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 of enemy territory. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This is caught. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
7 yards. Pick up on the pitch and catch.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first throw for the backup, Rosen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Rosen looking. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to DeAndre.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
First down, Titans.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rosen to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
To Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 29, Minshew. That would complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Sanders for the extra point.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run it. It's Mack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Don't say nothing. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey.
Rosen off the play action. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I'm here all day.
And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Titans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll have another road date next.